So hello, in this we'll be talking about strategy for RBI Grade B Phase 2. Now things that we'll cover here is first of all important topics, or you can say high priority topics जिनसे most probably you will find questions. ESI maybe and finance and management maybe. At the same time we'll see English का description का as well, and किस तरीके से you can write your answer easily for the same. That what are the points that you should keep in your mind so that you'll be able to write essay or any other question very easily. Like what are the headings that you should focus on so that you'll be able to generate ideas more clearly, more efficiently and more quickly. Like its definition, conclusion, impacts, some government or official data, then some famous organization or person's quote to emphasize on that or to supplement your point. So we'll see all of that. I'll also tell you some of the topics that you must cover before the exam. At the same time, we'll take MCQs as well after this in the subsequent videos for ESI and finance and management, as well as I'll provide you with a list of questions for description for ESI and finance and management. You'll also find a lot of important data on the Telegram channel. The name is EDUASTRA. On this channel, you'll find a lot of data related to this exam as well as the other exams. So let's start with this high yield revision for ESI. So you can easily score high here by focusing on some of the very important points. So what are these points? First of all, growth and development के लिए poverty, inequality. You should definitely focus on some of the important indices. There is one PDF called report and indices जो आपको मिलेगी on the Telegram. At the same time, one video is there. प्लेलिस्ट का नाम है RBI Grade B when you are preparing for phase 1. तो RBI Grade B करके प्लेलिस्ट होगी, उस पर you go and you will find a video called report and indices for RBI Grade B. In that video you will find all the important reports and indices, and if you don't have that much of time to watch that video right now, then you can easily go to the Telegram, download the PDF and have a look. So what is the importance? So you might find some of the MCQs as well, but more than that, when you write your answer at that time you can quote such indices that will make your answer more authentic and strong, and you will definitely end up gaining more points for that. Then demographic dividend, sustainable development goals, कौन सा गोल है, कौन सा नंबर है, क्या क्या उस चीज़ में है, MCQ में भी हेल्प होगा. At the same time you can write in your answers as well. Then human development index, very important, social sector schemes and outcomes. Then there is one PDF called government schemes for RBI Grade B. Video is also there. Playlist name is same, RBI Grade B on the same channel, and PDF for the same is available on the Telegram. You can go and have a look and memorize little bit of these government schemes. Some related to development, some related to rank, some development related scheme, some social scheme, some world level ka scheme or some national scheme, so that you can write it in your answer. At the same time, a lot of MCQs you will find are related to schemes only. For example, they will give you that some X scheme is there in which government has allotted some ABC amount, which is specifically for students from class 6 to 8, and this much food and milk will be provided to them, and then you will be asked about that particular scheme. So schemes are very important for your MCQs that you will find in your mains at the same time for writing your answers. Then Indian economy and government schemes, recent budget allocation, definitely budget and survey, again already covered on RBI Grade B playlist, and PDFs are available on the Telegram, very concise, very consolidated. And if you already have notes and you have read it from somewhere else, then well and good, just revise those notes so that you can get ready for the war. Then PMAY, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, urban rural, then PM Janman, PM Kisan updates, unemployment and PLFS report, skill development. अब ये सब क्या हैं वो यहाँ आपके लिए लिखा गया है. PMAY, that is प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना, अर्बन रूरल. Then PM Janman, that is प्रधानमंत्री जनजाति आदिवासी न्याय महाअभियान. Then PM Kisan, that is प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि. PLFS, unemployment and PLFS report, that is periodic labor force survey. Skill development से related PMKVY, that is प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना. NAPS, that is National Apprenticeship Program Scheme. NCS, that is National Career Service. At the same time, recently labor laws में भी changes आए हैं, तो you'll find a newspaper article on the Telegram. Go and have a look at that article. At the same time, provide you with content as well on the Telegram. You can go and have a look that what are those 4 labor laws which are very much in news, what are the changes that are being done, and some other important updates about those labor laws and the changes that are being made. So you'll find all that on the Telegram. Although when we were preparing for EPFO, I have uploaded all the labor laws, industrial relation and all, but definitely right now you must not be having that time to watch those videos. So you can directly go to the Telegram channel. I'll provide you with the content related to the current updates in the labor laws. Alright, so that you can quote it in your answers. At the same time, you might find some MCQs. The international organizations, IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, World Bank, IBRD, IDA, IFC. IBRD is, okay, it is not written here. So this is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Okay, then IDA, that is International Development Association. Then IFC is International Finance Corporation. Then ADB is definitely your Asian Development Bank, and NDB is New Development Bank. Again, both are very important. Then your social issues. So gender gap report, obviously all of these reports related to gender are very very important. You'll again find in the PDF of reported indices. Then NFHS findings, that is National Family Health Survey. Then education indicators. Then if you have time, then practice few answers, because in some other exams, if you have the knowledge, then you can easily write. But here you have to type. So you have to be familiar with that as well. So type and get familiar with your keyboard and try to use those conventional keyboard which we used to have with our computers. Because the problem is, laptop keyboard is very smooth, easy to use, because the keys are just few from the base. So it's very easy to type. But when we talk about conventional keyboards which we used to use with the computers, in those keyboards the distance of keys top from the base is much more as compared to the laptop ka keyboard. So you'll face difficulty while typing. So get familiar with it, type few answers at least, and then you can revise again. So discuss measures needed to address urban unemployment, 400 words. Evaluate India's progress in Sustainable Development Goal 2 and Sustainable Development Goal 4. Now for questions like this, you must be aware about क्या क्या हैं ये 2 and 4. ठीक है, then format to use. So you can get an idea from here कि किस तरीके से you can write. Definitely first your intro, in which you can talk about data, some important facts. Then your main body, 3-4 structured point, which you will plan before writing your answer, and then you can quote some data to make your answer more authentic, supplementing to the quality of that answer. So for that, some official data like government schemes, RBI, World Bank, या कोई भी और रिपोर्ट एंड इंडेक्सेस में जो आप चीज़ें देखेंगे वो. एंड फाइनली यू कंक्लूड योर आंसर. देन टॉकिंग अबाउट फाइनेंस एंड मैनेजमेंट का पोर्शन, देन सम कोर फाइनेंस का चैप्टर्स, बेसल नॉर्म्स, बेसल 1, 2, 3, capital adequacy ratio, CET1, 81, that is common equity tier 1, additional tier 1, LCR, NSFR, that is liquidity coverage ratio, and NSFR is net stable funding ratio. Then SIFI, that is systemically important financial institutions. Then DSIBs in India. Now what is DSIBs? So it's domestic systemically important banks. नाउ सेम वे सिस्टमिकली इंपॉर्टेंट इंश्योरेंस भी होता है. ठीक है, यहाँ आपने देखा सिस्टमिकली इंपॉर्टेंट फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस एज वेल. नाउ सिस्टमिकली इंपॉर्टेंट बैंक्स क्या है? सो इट इज those banks which are too big to fail. And what if it fails? So if they will fail, then economy will also fail. So that's why they are so important. And SBI, ICICI, HDFC, all of these are domestic systemically important banks. Now there are other banks as well. So the answer is no. Right now these three are domestic systemically important banks. So just keep in mind only these three are those DSIBs, that is SBI, ICICI and HDFC. Then financial markets, so money market instruments, GSEC, T-bills, that is government securities and treasury bills, call money, CPCD, that is commercial paper, certificate of deposit, derivatives, basics, future options. Then risk management, credit risk, market risk, liquidity risk, operational risk. Then your inflation measures, जिसमें हम देखते हैं consumer price index and wholesale price index. Then your core inflation, so inflation is again very important. Then budgeting, revenue versus capital, FRBM targets, तो हमने प्री में भी पढ़ा था, that is fiscal responsibility and budget management. At the same time हमने EPF को जब किया accounting, तो उसमें भी हमने पढ़ा जब हम अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स वगैरह पढ़ रहे थे, राइट. देन टाइप्स ऑफ डेफिसिट्स, देन सम प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू. एक्सप्लेन रिस्क फेस बाय कमर्शियल बैंक्स, डिस्कस द रिफॉर्म्स पोस्ट. non-banking financial companies crisis, explain the role of RBI in monetary policy transmission. So here NBFC crisis, ILFS and DHFL, what are these? So ILFS is Infrastructure Leasing and Financial Service Limited, and DHFL Dewan Housing Finance Corporation Limited. So at least try few questions so that you will be familiar with the keyboard. That is the only point. Then management. So motivational theories, Maslow, Herzberg, ERG, McLeod, what is ERG? Existence, relatedness and growth. Leadership theories, transformational, transactional, organizational behavior, communication, ethics and management, corporate governance. Then case study, style preparation, learn frameworks, that is what is SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunities, threats. Then force field analysis, leadership styles. Then again few questions that you can practice. Then talking about English, very very important. Essay theme asked in last 5 years. Digital economy, financial inclusion. Now question can come this time as well. As you can see, UPI is very much in news because we are tying up with various countries, and now UPI is available in various countries. In Middle East, in South America and Europe, in Southeast Asia and many other countries. So UPI is again very important. So financial inclusion, social media and democracy, green growth, data privacy. Then pre-say writing, three pre-say, maintain one-third length, no new ideas. Whether the topic is so familiar to you that you have your own knowledge about the topic, still you're not supposed to write something extra. You are just supposed to write what is written in the passage that is provided to you. Then your comprehension. Usually economy plus social issues से related you will find reading comprehension. बाकी English में highest ROI. You can gain a lot of marks here, so don't miss anything. Now again, if you want a detailed video on pre-say and reading comprehension, do tell me. I'll make separate videos for these two as well. Then revision plus model answers. Then you can be ready with your revision and your model answers. At least for few topics, and especially such topics जिनका data you can use in other questions as well. For example, inflation trends, monetary policy tools, India's demographic transition, globalization impact, banking reforms, corporate governance, norms. Then how to handle descriptive answer. So firstly, you will define about whatever is being asked in the question, then data or report related to that, then causes, feature, recent government RBI steps or some important related data or some report, then challenges and conclusion. So now take any topic and you can use all of these points to write anything. Now let's take some social issues का topic or maybe environment का. Let's take global warming. अभी this is very much in news because of AQ I think, है ना. एयर क्वालिटी बहुत डिटेरिएट हो रहा है, इस वजह से बहुत ज़्यादा न्यूज़ में है. सो यू माइट फाइंड ऐसे ऑन दैट एज वेल, environment related. So for example, global warming is your topic. So firstly, what you will do, you will define what is it. That is increase in the overall temperature of the earth. Then you can quote something, data report, that in 2024-25 this much degree Celsius is the increase in the global earth ka temperature. After that, causes and feature. You can talk about causes, what is happening because of global warming. So say something like sea level will increase or is increasing, many epidemics would break out. At the same time, what will happen, it will lead to acid rain. Because of that क्या होगा, crop खराब होगा, various diseases such as asthma and so on. Okay, so like these you can write a lot of points, that is your causes. And if some positive topic is there, then you can use features related to that particular topic. For example, nanotechnology is there, so you can write about good things about nanotechnology, that how it can be used in medical, how it can be used in AI and so on. So then you can quote some reports. For example, you can talk about conference of parties, Kyoto Protocol, Copenhagen Summit, ठीक है, all of that. Then challenges, what are the challenges? Abhi population is increasing, so vehicles are increasing, their use is increasing, so because of that pollutants or the emission is increasing, and that contributes to global warming and other such reasons. Then you can also talk about the solution. Before the conclusion, you can talk about the solution as well, कि क्या किया जा सकता है. use of more public transports, moreover moving towards hydrogen fuel या फिर EVs instead of using petroleum or diesel. Then something can be done in refrigeration as well, as refrigeration also generates such pollutant. In air condition as well, some innovation can be there. Then finally you can conclude. So by this structure you can write any answer. Okay, then example we have done. Then financial inclusion, India's financial inclusion index, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, FEM side, payment systems, UPI, RuPay, challenges, digital divide, last mile, way forward, interoperability, financial literacy mission. Then some more tips, don't add random theory. So you're not supposed to do what engineers do in their college exams. That if question is there, then you'll definitely find some answer whether they know 90% about the question or they know 0% about the question. Still they'll write anything and fill the answer sheet. So you are not supposed to do that. Then objective paper, accuracy is more than attempt, so you have to be careful when you are attempting the objective questions as well. We'll be doing objective questions as well, so you can have a look. Safe side is around 20-22 if you can do correct descriptive. So write in simple English. Don't try to be Shashi Tharoor. In this exam, don't use fancy words. Use very simple English. Your purpose here should be to convey everything very clearly, whatever you are trying to convey, and not to show your vocabulary skills. Okay, so the main motive is that you are trying to convey the assessor that what I am trying to say. Then your time allocation, when you are preparing your answer, if you are preparing anything in rough, that these are going to be my main points, these are going to be my sub points, and I will write this particular answer. I'll select this particular question, and this is the way I'm going to proceed. So plan all of that, but have time in your mind. Allocate time properly, then use simple sentences. Bullet points you can use definitely. Then avoid controversial opinions. Don't give any harsh or controversial or something which is against government or government policies. Don't write all of that. Even if you feel so, don't write all of that. No ideology, no negative comments about government RBI, okay, or about any other institution. Don't write anything negative. But at the same time, if you are writing anything, then you can take such example that court proceeding in so and so case gave this particular statement, or as per National Crime Record Bureau, these many crimes take against women every 30 minutes or so on. Okay, just an examples. You can substantiate your answer using such examples. The examples from India. If question is about India, at the same time you can use world as well, but emphasize more on Indian examples. Then some more important topics. RBI's latest Monetary Policy Committee repeatedly stresses inflation anchoring. So have a look at this. Then subtopics: sticky core inflation, food inflation management, Monetary Policy Committee framework, monetary transmission challenges, repo leading rate linkage. So now if you want RBI related current affairs, then you will find very consolidated material, 1 to 2 pages for each month on the Telegram as well as on the YouTube. So you can go have a look and you can quote the examples in your answer, or you might find some MCQs as well. Then poverty, inequality and welfare scheme subtopics: Gini coefficient, multi-dimensional poverty index, नीति आयोग, यूनाइटेड नेशन डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम. देन PM जनमन. व्हाट इज PM जनमन? हमने इसी में देखा है, स्ट्रैटेजी में ही. यू टेल मी, जनजाति क्या है PM जनमन? देन PM पोषण, दैट इज प्रधानमंत्री पोषण शक्ति निर्माण. PM आवास, व्हाट इज आवास? प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना. एलोकेशंस. सो एज आई सेड इन दी MCQs यू विल फाइंड कि इतना इतना अमाउंट इस पर्टिकुलर स्कीम में डाला गया है एंड इतना इतना इधर इधर इस सेक्टर में यूज़ होगा. So they'll give you such numbers as well. So that's why just have a look at the government schemes properly. Targeted public distribution system reforms, then direct benefit transfer success metrics, then employment, gig economy and skilling. So gig economy very very important topic these days. Labor laws में जो अभी changes हैं उनमें भी use किया गया. At the same time you will find कई जगह related to current gig economy, gig workers. So very very important. Then PLFS, latest employment states, periodic labor force survey, gig and platform economy, नीति का report. Then PMKVY 4.0, that is प्रधान मंत्री कौशल विकास योजना 4.0. Then NAPS, that is National Apprenticeship Program Scheme. Then Labor Code implementation status. Then demographic trends and migration subtopics: demographic dividend, internal migration patterns, urbanization challenges. Then sustainable development and climate finance subtopics: India's Sustainable Development Ranking, why Sustainable Development Goal 2, Sustainable Development Goal 3 lag, India's National Green Hydrogen Mission, carbon markets, climate resilient agriculture. Then what are different SDGs? You can have a look at the Telegram or you can Google and find. Or tell me, I'll provide you with a PDF for the same. Then social indicators, NFHS, that is National Family Health Survey, education, health. So NFHS 5 major indicators, here it is written National Family Health Survey. ASER findings, that is annual status of education report findings, learning outcomes, health, expenditure कितना % of GDP, किस में मेजर होता है? % of GDP. Then PM आयुष्मान भारत डिजिटल मिशन. External sector descriptive favorite, what are the topics? Current account deficit, foreign trade policy, rupee depreciation, appreciation factors, role of remittances. Then financial inclusion, RBI's financial inclusion index, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, digital payments, UPI 2.0, 3.0 difference, assess usage quality, then government budget and fiscal policy, fiscal target, capital expenditure push, GST trends, FRBM roadmap, that is fiscal responsibility and budget management. The international institutions, every year you will find MCQs from this portion, international institutions. जो हमने देखा IMF, World Bank, ADBs, that is Asia Development Bank, New Development Bank and WTO, World Trade Organization. Then for finance and management, money market versus capital market, CPCG, T-bills, government securities, bond yields and interest rates, market, microstructure, at the same time qualitative and quantitative tools, किस तरीके से वो काम करते हैं, moral suasioning and all, dear money policy, rare money policy, narrow money, broad money, you can have a look at all of these. The national banking financial companies sector, RBI has introduced multiple NBFC norms, then NBFC, UL and ML, then peer-to-peer lending regulations, securitization guidelines, digital finance and cybersecurity, UPI growth and credit on UPI, tokenization, CBDC pilots, payment aggregators. Question can be related to UPI at the same time challenges of digital currency or cryptocurrency, which is very much in news. So you can find questions from these as well. Then CBDC, that is central bank digital currency pilots, payment aggregators, risk management. In descriptive, you might find market risk, credit risk, liquidity risk, stress testing, or ALM, that is asset liability management. Then corporate governance in banks, board committees, risk, audit, nomination, fit and proper guidelines, compensation reforms, finance stability, FSR, that is financial stability report findings, twin balance sheet, systematic risk. Then about management, motivational theories, you'll find questions related to Maslow, Herzberg, McClelland, and room expectancy. Leadership theories, transactional and transformational, situational leadership. Then organizational behavior, conflict management, communication channels, organizational change. Ethics and corporate governance, ethical dilemmas, code of conduct, whistleblower policy. Then English descriptive, some of the very important topics, digital public infrastructure, UPI, ONDC, that is Open Network for Digital Commerce. Now question from this was in 2024 as well. 2024 में descriptive का question, ठीक है, about ONDC, that is Open Network for Digital Commerce. Then climate risk, India's growth, AI and employment in India. Then urbanization and smart cities, regulatory reforms in Indian financial sector. Then preset topics, inflation and monetary policy, education outcomes in India, financial inclusion challenges, climate change and sustainability practice, few presets as well. Then lastly, your reading comprehension related to economic growth versus inequality, Indian banking reforms, ESG and green financing, or some other such financial related topics you might find in the reading comprehension. So that's it in this. If you need anything else, if you're preparing for any other exam, if you need notes for that, do let me know. I'll provide you with the same. At the same time, here also we'll be preparing for current affairs as well as technical, reasoning, maths and other subjects as well for different exams. So stay tuned, and we'll be doing MCQs for RBI Grade B Phase 2 as well. So stay tuned for that as well. So that's it. All the very best and thank you.